Jumbo, fellow adventurers, it's Mike Dooley. Welcome to another spiritual tune-up on the heels of yesterday's spiritual tune-up, which was about avoiding self-sabotage. And one of my 5 points in that lesson talked about not attaching to timelines, not insisting on a timeline. And I asked if you want me to take that tangent today, and many of you said yes in your comments below on Facebook or Instagram. If that's where you're watching this live or the recording, please post your questions. This is where I get my talking points. Also, thanks for the hearts and for the shout outs and for the weather conditions wherever you are. Your engagement helps the popularity of these tune-ups get out there. So share as much as you like. And thanks for being there every single day. So timelines. I know that I differ from almost everybody on whether or not you should put a deadline beside your dreams in your journal. I don't know of anybody who agrees with my rationale, but like all that I share, I go within, I mine, I ask, I expect answers, and lo and behold, I am just filled and overflowing with clarity and confidence in virtually all areas that I go within on. And you can do the same. I'm not special in that way. But as opposed to reading what everybody else is thinking and regurgitating it, don't do it. So why do I say do not impose timelines or associate your big dreams and your big goals with a calendar? Because you cannot possibly know all else going on in your life with your 60,000 other thoughts, with your 4 dozen other dreams, and with those fears you have that you don't like to admit, and your invisible limiting beliefs. You don't know what else is coming down the pike. You don't know if economies and currencies are rising or falling. You don't know if Donald Trump will get elected for 4 more years or somebody else will totally change things. You can't know. But divine intelligence is tracking all of that. And already divine intelligence has one speed. Fast, pronto, yesterday. Okay? It knows you want it fast. Why would you tell God, hey, I want $1 million, by December 31? It's like, duh, I know where you're at. I know how that can liberate you. I know that you want to demonstrate and live to your fullest potential, and you want a relationship, and you want to improve your health, and I'm on it. ASAP. You don't have to tell divine intelligence when you want it by. It might be handy for you to make it more real. So here's what I'm going to suggest. And before I even suggest how you might use them, let me give you a hypothetical which will paint clear as day why you will never associate a deadline to a dream ever again. Let's say you have just watched The Secret 30 days in a row. And let's say you're filled to the brim with enthusiasm, optimism. You're surrounded by great empowering books. And so you make an affirmation and a declaration that you will be surrounded in wealth and abundance of your own creation by December 31. Let's use that common deadline. By the end of the calendar year, 6 months and a week and a half away, you will be a multimillionaire. Now, you can do this with, brimming health. You can do this with rocking relationships. You can do this with any other kind of dream for this hypothetical demonstration. But I'm just going to say wealth and abundance because it's popular and there's nothing unspiritual about financial abundance. So let's say your dream is wealth and abundance to be a multimillionaire, self-created by December 31 this year. All things are possible. The universe loves you. Mike Dooley says thoughts become things. So it shall be done. Well, the instant you're gravitating and thinking and feeling about wealth and abundance as an end result, the universe is already on it. But the universe knows that maybe your mom is about to get sick. The universe knows that you have a fear with regard to public speaking. The universe knows that you're also dreaming about a rocking relationship. And the universe knows you have some forgiveness issues, some blame issues with a family member. And the universe knows you want all of these things resolved. And because your mom's health is really sacred and crucial to you, just hypothetically, maybe you have a cool mom like I did. Maybe as soon as you can see what the universe now sees, wealth and abundance is going to be like number 42 on your priority list. But you don't know that. You don't know that. So you say December 31. And let's say your mom is going to go through this health issue, crises, for growing purposes of her own, where she will be faced with inner dilemma and conflict and an opportunity to rise above and prevail. Okay, so it's not a bad thing necessarily at all. Or maybe she's done in time and space and she's going to have a slow checkout. It's all good. It's all spiritual. This is her life, not your life. You can't control your mom. But the universe sees this on the immediate horizon. So the universe, juggling all these balls and your 60,000 thoughts, your other dreams, desires, fears, and invisible limiting beliefs, says wealth and abundance, December 31 is not going to happen because of all of these moving things. And by the way, currencies and euros and elections and coronavirus and everything. But no problem. May 3rd, just 4 months and 3 days later, you will be a self-made multimillionaire. Not December 31 like you wanted, but May 3rd. You don't hear that conversation. You're not privy to this, okay? You could be if you tuned in and you're psychic, but you're not privy to that. And you're like, December 31, because the universe loves me, wealth and abundance. Everything I touch turns to gold and thoughts become things. There's a law of attraction and I'm watching The Secret every day. You tell your friends, you tell everyone, you're moving towards it. And then mom gets sick. Then the currency collapses. Then coronavirus comes back. And then new virus shows up. And then something else is going on. And by the way, your priority for wealth and abundance has just plummeted because of your mom's health or because of other things, good, bad, whatever, in the field of your horizon. It doesn't happen by December 31. How are you going to feel on January 1? How are you going to feel on January 3rd? How are you going to feel on February 1? Where you had been soaring with optimism and confidence when you declared that goal, now it was shattered in spite of your best efforts. It didn't happen. You never took it off of your list, but in your own mind, it dropped in priority compared to some of the other things you were tending to. Now, because you feel so defeated, because you feel so overwhelmed, because you're helping your mom and money's not there and you just don't care and it didn't work the way you thought it would work, you decide it's because you had invisible limiting beliefs. You decided it's because you're not worthy. Your optimism is in the toilet. And now, May 3rd is not an option. Can't happen. You've given up. You've lost faith. You've lost hope. And you're in this funk of despair. Why would you do that to yourself? The universe knows ASAP. As soon as you have a deadline and you miss it, you blame yourself. You hate yourself. You wonder what's wrong with you. Nothing was wrong with you. You were good to go for May 3rd. May 3rd, everything you touch turns to gold. But because of this devastating blow and your misinterpretation of what it means, you now no longer have the ability to believe in yourself for May 3rd. So here's the workaround. You can put deadlines on yourself, but not on the universe. If you write books, I'll write a new chapter every month. If you sell widgets, I'm going to make 5 cold calls a day. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But you have to leave it to the magic to decide when, where, and how, knowing it's already on full steam ahead. The other thing you can do with goals, and many people say, well, businesses have goals all the time. Businesses are in the Bermuda Triangle of manifestation. Businesses do it right. Businesses don't roll over and die when they don't hit a target. They immediately dust themselves off, they realign, they refocus, and they try for something else. People don't do that. People hate themselves. People give up. People throw in the towel. A business keeps going, knock on more doors, try, realign, set a new target, try new people, turn over the staff, do this, do that. Businesses do it right. And so if you do it right, you can have deadlines. You can say December 31, I want to be a self-made multimillionaire. But if it doesn't happen, Don't blame yourself. Realize there are other factors in the work, and you happily keep on going, knock on new doors, try new things, and realign your sights with a different deadline. So this is why generally I would say never have a deadline, because you just cannot see the terrain ahead. And when things don't work the way you thought they would through your micromanagement, you'll think something's wrong with you when nothing was wrong with you at all. Okay? So it already knows fast. It's already barreling its way towards you. Prepare the way. Do what you can. Knock on doors. Turn over stones. And enjoy the journey. Thanks, everybody. Tally ho, and have an awesome Tuesday.